The market has been crazy this week. It's going up on negative news. It's going up on positive news. And every analyst I talk to, they're just like, hey, Howie, this thing's going to correct 5-10%. It's going to happen. We don't know when. But so what you got to do, you just got to sit back and lock and load, man. Have cash on hand, raise cash.
Entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. Joining me as always, Johnny Woodard. How are you, Johnny?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. It was a good week. How are you?
Week. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Howie Dewey, looking at himself in the camera, enjoying his patriotic selfie ass.
It's all about
I feel like I missed a memo. Both of you guys went super patriotic today.
We're always patriotic. And then joining us back from the dead, people said it was never going to happen. If you took it was going to happen. Collect your money now, Evan Hand.
I'm happy to be back. Can somebody play Stone Cold music for me, please? I need that in post.
Yeah, I'll get that for you.
How about the Undertaker, back from the dead?
Honestly, any music will work for me.
Evan, you look like you've lost weight since we last kicked you off.
Yeah. The 15 pounds, actually.
Look at you, dude.
Well, summer cut. It's been 8 months.
Damn,
dude. By the way, I'm 5 pounds away from my desired weight of 185.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm down to 190.
Go. And here's the thing. My desired weight is still fat.
Hey, it's lower than you were before.
Yeah, for sure. I was 223. Now I'm down to 190 with 5 pounds to go. I wouldn't mind getting down to 175, but that might be too thin.
That's that Krav Maga.
Yeah, it is my Krav Maga. I just signed up for 2 more years at a very discount rate.
2 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Are you doing intermittent fasting still? Are you still fasting?
Yeah, I am trying.
What are you benching these days, Sam?
Not good, dude. I got T-Rex arms, bro.
That's good.
I got T-Rex arms. No, dude, I got fat body, tiny arms. But I'm getting better at it. Even my trainer's like, damn, white boy, you got it. I'm like, thank you.
Damn, white boy.
And when he says you got it, like, what are you doing? What
is your trainer Shaft? What?
All I gotta say is I'm no longer on the pink weights. Daddies to gray weights.
Whoa.
The pink weights.
Graduated.
You up to the blue?
Yeah. No, I'm on gray, bro.
Gray weights.
By the way, I would if I could fight anybody in history, it'd probably be 2 people. 3. I'm gonna go Woodrow Wilson, Bill Gates, just some tits on tits crime right there, okay? And then finally, whoever invented burpees. I would like to fight whoever invented the burpee.
Oh, yeah.
Burpees can suck it, all right? I cannot stand burpees.
Brutal.
Good exercise, though, man. Good exercise.
They're great for you.
Really is. Builds up everything. You're using every body muscle.
It's crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Evan, what have you been up to since we last saw you? I think you work for 1,000 different people now.
Yes.
What have you been up to?
Well, first of all, I'm just letting karma run its course. I don't know if you want to edit that out, Johnny, but I'm just letting I for 8 months I let karma run its course. And finally it has come to fruition. That's all I'll say.
Manifested.
False lies and propaganda have been spread about me for the longest time. I've kept my mouth shut. That's that. That's all I'm going to say on it. You guys have your opinion on me. It is what it is. But yeah, a couple months ago, I decided to start my own digital marketing agency, and I've successfully. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Can you hear the dog?
That's not your girlfriend, is it?
Evan, where do you live now?
I'm in Saratoga Springs. It's in
snaps.
yeah. That's where you guys are going to be at for.
You better get 5 minutes ready to rock, Evan, because you're coming
we're
up
gonna
on
throw you up
stage,
there.
bro.
I'll be in the back listening to you guys just talk shit up front, but I'll be in the
You're gonna
booth.
go up on stage. You're gonna host, bro. I'm young.
Yeah.
Drop some bars.
I could probably drop a few bars, but what I was saying was I decided to start my own digital marketing company. I've successfully scaled that to 6 figures in under 3 months. So
Nice.
we're doing really good.
Evan.
Yeah.
Right on, brother.
A lot of big clients and a lot of networking. Like, I mean, honestly, everything I have today is from this podcast. So I couldn't, I had a little resentment, obviously not being on the show anymore, but a lot of thanks for you guys for giving me the opportunity in the first place.
That's amazing, Evan. I'm so happy for you, dude. You're an American success story. How's it feel to be more successful than Howie?
We're from the same town. We're from the same town. He's bigger than me.
Not quite with the Patreon though, but we're getting there. We're not done yet. We want to go 10x from there. So
damn, dude, millionaire,
awesome.
Billionaire boys, billionaire boys.
We're trying.
I love it. Well, I'm very happy for you, Evan. A lot has changed since we last podcast together in terms of crypto markets and everything like that. But we'll get into that. Where do you guys want to start? We can start with that. I mean, I'm fine with wherever and whatever you guys want to talk about. First of all, let's get into how our weeks were. Howie, how was your week?
I'll tell you what, the week was up and down. And when I say that, we crushed it on Verizon. We closed out our Verizon calls. I closed mine out yesterday up like 28%. Some guys did today up 50. But on the other hand, and that was 31 for 31. And we're still waiting on Coinbase puts, which I only bought a couple of them. And I was very clear on that, which we're getting our ass handed to us because Coinbase for some reason has gone up. And 4 days ago, I bought puts on the SPY, which is the S&P index. And it been up 20% over the past 27 days. Since I've bought them, it's gone up like another 8%. So I'm getting whole hard right now. I'm getting drilled. This could be my first loss since I've started the Patreon. It's not over yet, though, because we still have 2 weeks. So my feeling is that this market is going to correct. I may have called it too soon. We'll see. But it all comes down to, listen, man, when you've got a ton of gains in your account, a loss isn't a bad thing. It offsets a few gains, and we all need that for taxes. It's in a taxable account. The Patreons know that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be the market has been crazy this week. It's going up on negative news. It's going up on positive news. And every analyst I talk to, they're just like, hey, Howie, this thing's going to correct 5-10%. It's going to happen. We don't know when. But so what you got to do, you just got to sit back and lock and load, man. Have cash on hand, raise cash.
Guys, times are tough. Fuel prices are through the roof. The cost of food is insane, and people have even started to lose their homes. But there can be a positive to this. Recessions are where more wealth is made than in any other time in the economic cycle. Take the last recession. Those who invested in property and stocks more than doubled their money in less than 2 years. But no market rose like crypto, where people made 10x, 50x, even 100 times over the same period. That's what James McMahon did. On his Crypto with James YouTube channel, he told his 21,000 subscribers to invest in the same 26 coins that he did. Had you invested $100 into each, you'd have been in profit more than $123,000. His top pick of the year, a crypto called Phantom, went up a staggering 692 times. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify it yourself. James will be sharing every coin he buys during this recession on his Copy My Crypto membership site. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. You just copy James. So join the 2,800 members who copy James by going to copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam. It's your call. You can thrive in this recession or be another victim. Visit the site and copy James now.
I have something because, you know, how you said something really interesting a couple episodes ago, and you said something about how you felt that, you know, there isn't a recession the way we traditionally look at it. And I was listening to that and I kind of thought, I mean, is Howie right? I mean, obviously gas is high and inflation's high and stuff like that. But, you know, you know, we have Evan on here and Evan's like, hey man, I started this business. I'm making, you know, 6 figures. Like, I think Evan is an example of where a lot of the market has gone. Like, people are getting out of traditional jobs, which are way more connected and symbiotic with what the, you know, Wall Street and all those things do, right? So it's like you got people, whether it's like starting a digital marketing business or, you know, the take me outside chick making 50 mil on OnlyFans or whatever it is. Like, I think more and more people, it may not be their main income, but they're making money off the internet in a way that isn't as affected by the markets as it was in the past. To what extent, I don't know, but I just feel like there's more people engaging in the digital than before. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Sam, you bring up a great point with that because it's a coincidence you got Evan on here. Evan's got a digital marketing business. Now, that's a discretionary business. People can still have their internet business and hold on to income and not spend it on Evan's business. When times are tough, Evan's business is going to get his ass kicked because people don't have that discretionary income.
He's on the show, bro. He's on the show.
I know, but my point is this. This is why I don't feel we're in a recession, because he's got people paying him. Evan's got people paying him right now because they want their product to get expanded and to get out there. If we were in a true recession, Evan wouldn't be crushing it right now. He'd be in trouble. So You just brought up a good point that kind of proves to us, I don't think we've ever been in one. I think the market corrected so fast and so quickly, and it's come back up. We may see lows, but we're going to see higher lows, higher highs. And I mean, Evan, you started this business. You got people that obviously are paying you residual income on a weekly or monthly basis. I mean, what do you think about the economy right now, Evan?
I mean, honestly, I think if you're not starting your own business online, you are just off your rocker, because that's literally, like, the times are changing. That's literally where all the money is. And it is so easy. Like, once you really get into it and you like do your shit, I mean, I've done like 16, 18-hour days. Like, you put your nose to the grindstone, you're going to get these clients. And all it takes is one client. And then they know more people. Those people know more people. Like, it's just like an expanding network that you can just build off of. And I mean, like that's just what I did. If you're not doing it, it's stupid. It's stupid.
There's so many ways to do it. There's not one way to get to the top of the mountain through digital. There's so many different ways. You could even take whatever you're doing for a job and see if there's a market for it on the internet. Meaning, like, let's say you're a handyman. I have a buddy of mine. He was we went to high school together. He's one of my best friends for since we were in second grade. We've been good friends, right? And we still have this group of us that we still text every day. I'm the oldest of the group, and we've been friends forever. And he went from coaching swimming to trying to open a crazy business that I was like, that doesn't sound like it's gonna do well. I don't want to say anything. And now he's a handyman fixer-up guy, and he's booked out for a year.
Yeah,
he can't. So it's okay, let's say you're not a guy who, I can't do the digital stuff in terms of the marketing. There are ways to take your skill set and offer them on the internet, whether it's care.com, TaskRabbit, all that stuff. It's the difference between you at home wondering how you're going to get out of the job that drives you miserable and someone like Evan is that Evan went and did it. And Evan was right. Sometimes there's 18-hour days. It's just the way it is. You just got to do whatever it takes to get it going. And you got to basically get what immigrant mentality, Joey Diaz coined that term. It's something all of your grandfathers, your great-grandfathers, your grandmothers, they all did. They said, fuck your feelings. I got to work. And they worked because
work ethic. It's work ethic. And Sam, you just said it. You don't necessarily have to have internet skills or get on the internet, but if you got a electrician, plumbing, pressure washing, painting, handyman in New York City make $250,000. So, I mean, putting in windows, doors, whether it's cleaning windows, all kinds of electrical, plumbing,
Moving furniture, man. Moving furniture.
Moving businesses in New York make millions. But what you got to do is you got to have a guy like Evan. You got to have somebody pump up the website, put your phone in there, and then, you know, you blue collar it, you're going to make a killing. You just said it, Sam. That's a good point.
And it's great honestly, yeah, go ahead, Evan.
Like, all money aside, like, there's nothing better than having the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you don't want a client, you don't take the client. If I want to go work out at 10:30 every day, I go work out at 10:30 every day. I know the work that I have to do. I'll still get paid for it as long as it gets done. Making your own schedule is the best thing ever.
Good point.
I completely agree, dude. It's your own boss.
It's good for consumers too, because especially on, like, you were talking about, like, TaskRabbit, Sam, you can see on there, it becomes a true meritocracy instead of just taking the shittiest guy who happens to just be down the street, you know, the nearest guy who could take your job. You're seeing reviews for people. Like, I'm sure Evan, you know, is probably gonna have some Yelp reviews, and people can see online that he's the best guy and he's going to be rewarded for putting in those 16 hours.
Plus, through podcasts like this, it's not local anymore. Evan can live in Saratoga, but he can have a client in fucking South Africa. He can have one in Denmark,
Alabama,
fucking Alabama,
or Alabama, any of those foreign countries.
Yeah,
working vacations, man. You can take working vacations where you go,
and it's a tax write-off. It's the best. You can write off anything that pertains to your business.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Speaking of taxes, what are your guys' thoughts on the IRS? Hiring 87,000 new people. This is a very interesting topic, bro, because I'm really amazed at the amount of people who are like, dude, it's not a big deal, bro. And I'm like, taxes are a giant deal. And Evan, I don't know if you've done your taxes yet, but
I got killed.
Yeah,
me too.
And you're like,
it was brutal.
why are you punishing me for being successful?
Yeah.
Right? That's where we're going right now. So we have this thing where they're just printing money like it's monopoly. And guess what? Yeah, your taxes go to a couple things here and there, but you know where most of your taxes go? Paying off the interest on the money that the Fed lends us. The IRS is not a U.S. government agency. It is a private company, and it has been outsourced to basically go after tax revenue. And this is what it goes to. So they've been printing money left and right. There's a lot of interest to be paid, and they want that money. So they got 87,000 new IRS agents. Now, the question is, of all the problems in the world, or at least in this country, where does not having enough IRS agents fall into that? I think it's like 1,000. It's like 1,000th right after. How do we get, plot back in porno? It doesn't, it's not a big deal for me. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, first of all, they got $80 billion in the new legislation. 80 bill, bro, to the IRS. And I swear to God, Sam, I got a letter the next day from the IRS after they announced they were hiring all those people. I got a letter the next day saying, hey, actually, we think you owe us a little bit more money than what you said on your taxes, which I'm fighting it, but literally the next day. And they said they're not going to fuck with regular people. I don't believe that for a second.
Well, you know what I do, dude, is like the one thing, I don't follow a lot of rules, but the one rule I do follow is I pay my taxes. That's it.
Like I pay them too. I just try to pay as little as possible.
Yeah, of course.
The game.
Evan, what's your thought? And then I already know, I have a feeling I'm going to get Howie's thoughts, but Evan, what's your thought?
I heard that they were hiring all these people to target billionaires in the U.S., but there are only 614 billionaires in the entire U.S. So that would mean it's 142 IRS agents per billionaire. So it's obviously just complete bullshit.
That's such a good point.
And not to mention that in their press release or whatever, it said that they had like the ability to use armed forces or like whatever, they bear weapons, something. The internet was going crazy about it.
Welcome.
Okay, Howie, let's hear your pro authority take real quick. Go on.
I mean, I can't imagine there's one American in this, well, maybe one, that would be like, yeah, it's a good idea, man. Let's get some more IRS agents out there to watch over us. I mean, can you fucking imagine? I don't give a shit if you're a cop, a school teacher, a fireman, you're a barber. Who the fuck wants more of these ass clowns? You know, and I'm sure these guys, a lot of them can barely spell tax. People that they're gonna fucking hire. So no, man, it just makes you wonder. I feel better though because I just watched Biden talk about how all the new EV, he called them drucks, not trucks, but drucks.
Oh yeah,
and he said, you know, everybody in the world, they all want to come. You know, all the employment's coming to the U.S. We're gonna start everything this guy just said out of his mouth. You know, I didn't like Trump. Trump was a lying fuck. He was a rotten bastard. This guy may be a little bit worse.
I will go a lot worse, but that's
worse.
fine. That's fine. I also hold on. Are you drinking milk?
It's water.
Okay, I thought for a moment.
I fill up my vitamin water with regular water.
I respect that.
Hard times, Howie.
Hard times, New York City, man. Hard times. You know, we went from 107 degrees last week to it's a nice 82 today. So I went out and got a little exercise.
So I think it's gonna be interesting. They're talking about how these IRS agents and this new battle inflation. It sounds like a monster truck pull. Battle of inflation, right? Is going to get $20 billion basically from the middle class.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, it's like, shut the fuck. That's who you're going after. You're going after the middle class. You're going after nobody else. You know, the wealthy have accountants. You're not going to fuck with them. You're going after the middle class. You're going after teachers and state workers and people that own small businesses. And that's who you're going after. It's like, stop. Just, you know, it's not a good thing. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know who's going to be the next president, but I highly don't think it's going to be a Democrat. I think they fucked it up quickly this time. And I'm neither. I don't give a shit. I hate all politicians. I just want to bank fatties. That's it.
Hot's there. She might not appreciate that comment.
She's not here, which is the reason I'm letting it loose a little bit today. She went.
Big news, everybody. Big news. Shibu Inu on a little run, bro. She's on a little run, dude.
I saw that.
He's not eating dick on that one as much as he was before. Big time eating dick. Now I'm up. I could say I'm almost up a good chunk, bro. Almost
a good
5
chunk.
figures on that.
Now, do you have this Shibu in like your left pocket where nobody can steal it? Like
it's on my wallet. I don't know if you've heard Evan through the fucking streets, but Celsius is just balls deep in my beehole, and then I lost a chunk of cash sending one coin to the wrong wallet
address.
So, which I think is here's what I think, bro. I think that these crypto exchanges know exactly where they are and they sell them off and they keep the money. That's my humble opinion.
That would be some racket.
Evan, what's your take on the whole Celsius thing? Because as we speak, they're in court right down the street right now going over these bankruptcy hearings, and they just basically came out and said that they're in like $2 billion more in debt than we thought they were. And what do you think? Is Johnny and Sam ever going to get a shekel out of this thing?
I think you guys will eventually end up getting something, whether it be a settlement or class action lawsuit, but obviously you're not going to have what you had. I mean, they are just completely fucked. And I guess that just kind of goes like, that's the risk you took with crypto. Like shit happens to anybody. It could happen with Coinbase for exist. Like that's just like the name of the game, I guess. You can't really predict it. You can't really time it. It just happened, but they're definitely fucked. That's for sure.
Yeah. I got some news on that too, by the way. So there were two classes, actually 3 classes of accounts in Celsius. There were the accounts where you weren't earning. They were called custody accounts. They just held money in there. Then there was the earn account. And then within the earn account, there were 2 classes of people. There were people who were grandfathered into the earn account, which drew interest, but weren't accredited investors. Remember, Sam, when they came along and said that you needed to be an accredited investor to add new money to the earn account?
Yeah.
Well, legally, apparently, because people like us, the 2 of us, Sam, were grandfathered into that
You
account.
mean the peasants?
Yeah, even though we shouldn't really have been in there because we weren't accredited investors. Apparently, that is going to give us some legal standing that we might get lumped in with actually the better class, and we're going to be more likely to get our money back. There's a Telegram group. I'll send you the link. They're hiring their own counsel to represent the people who were grandfathered into the earn accounts.
Oh, yeah. Send me that. I would like to join and add my voice to scorch the earth.
Because it seems like we're going to get a little it seems like the priority on who gets paid back first is going to be the people who were not in the earn accounts. And then the grandfather people.
You're not going to be treated as serfs.
So hold on. So we are going to get the earners.
Yeah, because so the people who are in the earn accounts, right? They're not going to get their money back first, from what I understand, because they were the terms of service for that were that you have to be willing to take some risk. Just putting it kind of broadly, but because we didn't have a choice, we were grandfathered in without being asked into the earn accounts. Even though we weren't accredited investors, there's a chance we might actually get taken out of that class and put in with the other people who are more likely to get their money back.
I got some stuff from Celsius that I have to have a lawyer look at. I know somebody through somebody that might know somebody at Coinbase that's going to maybe hopefully help us with what we think we should do next. So that is on the table.
Wait, what now?
So I got some paperwork. I don't know where it is, but that's always good, right? When you can't find some legal paperwork from where your money is. I don't know where it is, but somewhere around here. And it's basically them presenting the situation right now and what they need from me. So I'm going to have a lawyer look it over, and so I could begin to send all the stuff. And listen, I know it's going to sound crazy, but what I really want back, because I got Ethereum in there, I got decentralized land in there, I got Polygon in there. These are the 2 coins I want back, my Bitcoin and my XRP. I'm willing to work with you on the rest of it.
I don't understand why you want those specific. I mean, it's all just got a dollar value at this point, I think, is how it's going to be. So why wouldn't you just want it all back?
Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones I want back.
What, sentimental
if I had
about
to choose, if they go, dude, you get this much, you have this much with us, we're going to pay you back this much. How do you want it back? That's why I would want it back in.
Here's my question. So Celsius was a holding company. Basically, you park your coins there. You take them out whenever you want, whatever. Evan, where are these coins?
I guess that's the question, because clearly they don't even know. They're just lending out it's like a bank, I guess. Like they lend out your money and you get interest on the money that you add in there. And it's like up to like 18% or something ridiculous. And obviously, like if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, you think?
And it wasn't, to be fair, it wasn't 8. I mean, that's the number you see everywhere. And the people who got in early were, I mean, that's what they were promoting, 18%. But I think when Sam, it was like 8.8% on USD coin, stable coin was the best that we ever saw, I think.
And I'm also like, I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm also like, dude, whatever interest I earned, keep it. Just give me back my original investment.
Yeah.
Johnny said 8% when the average bank rate was 0.25%.
Yeah, but I mean, 8.8% is a world of difference from 18. I mean, that's crazy. 18.8. Yeah. If I hadn't even known that they were giving that, I would have been more suspicious.
8 is we haven't seen 8% in holy shit, 25 years, 30 years.
I have a few questions for you guys if you want to run through those real quick from Instagram and Twitter.
Do we do that here or what do we
do?
We're
going to do that. We do that in the first half, and then we have Patreon questions for the second half. So how we can get into the details of the Patreon, please. How do you like Visa here, Howie? It's from Mr. MMA.
Yeah, Visa, man. I mean, that's the one sector overall, if you look at the financial sector, that's XLF. It's solid. I mean, Visa's trading at what, 217 right now. It's up over the past month from 190. Looks like it could probably get up to 227, 228. Yeah, Visa's kicking ass right now. I mean, shit, they're paying a dividend. It's a solid company.
Okay.
They bounce back.
Another question from the same guy. What's the better long position, Coke or Wells Fargo?
That two different sectors. I mean, Coca-Cola, that's basically a mutual fund now. Coca-Cola over the past month has gone from 60 up to 65, almost a 3% yield. Wells Fargo, there's another bank. There's another financial stock. And that thing, shit, it's gone from 40 up to 46 over the past month. Again, about the same yield. Both of them are really solid stocks, two different sectors, though. One financial, one consumer discretionary, Coca-Cola. They're crushing it all over the world, though. Jesus.
Okay. All around the world.
Evan and Sam, what do you guys think? This is from Silva 0072. Is Bitcoin still the sun in crypto? I think he's saying, is Bitcoin still the end all be all? Are you?
What's your thoughts, Evan?
Absolutely. I mean, Bitcoin goes down, every other coin goes down. Everything completely revolves around it. I think that's an easy yes.
You know, I heard of a lot of, or I would see a lot of YouTube channels going, Bitcoin to zero. And I'm like, where are they now? They're all really quiet. And, you know, it's just like, I think Bitcoin goes along with humanity and what's happening with humanity. It's this weird thing. And I personally think, as crazy as everything is, that, you know, we as a species, as a part of the universe, are starting to ascend. And I think you're going to see it go up, man. I mean, they're trying to take their shots at it to get it low enough so they can buy it all up. That's my humble opinion. And I think it's going to go. Now, Johnny, real quick, going back to Celsius, you said something about the XRP people, right? The Ripple people. Did you send me that, or did you, Howie, about buying up all the assets from Celsius?
Oh, I said,
yeah. Howie sent that. Yeah.
Somebody was looking to buy him out a couple days ago.
It was the Ripple project.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Evan, if somebody bought Celsius out, I would think that would mean people would get paid.
I would assume so too, but wouldn't that also mean that they're buying their debts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why anybody would do that if they're $2 billion over what they said they were.
I think it's worse than that, even $2 billion. I mean, it could be worse. Yeah.
Well, what if things go up? Does that lessen the?
It does, yeah. And also, if Ethereum, they have a lot of money staked for Ethereum 2.0. If that ever hurries up, what's the ETA on Ethereum 2.0? I mean, what are we?
September 15th.
Is that real? You think?
So it's supposedly. So okay. I mean, look at the price action of Ethereum. I mean,
yeah,
it's been killing it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's up almost like 50% in the last month.
Ethereum's been killing it.
So I think it's super interesting. Why? Listen, if you're a giant bank, right? $2 billion is still $2 billion, but it's not to them, where they basically get fed money and they just print everything. And so why would you want to go in and buy all of this out? Why would you want to buy the debt? And I'd love to hear anyone's opinion on this.
It suits your narrative, right? That's what I was about to say. It suits what you think about what Ripple is, right, Sam?
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Here, let me think.
Yeah.
One is that you save the view of crypto, right? Like, instead of being this thing where anybody can come and just grab your coins and you can't get it, you keep it as this thing where it's like, okay, this is a way to make money. Because if everyone loses their crypto, nobody's going to want to get into crypto again. So if you're invested into crypto, it's in your best interest in the long haul to have crypto's name and brand still be strong, right? So if everybody that have money into this thing loses all their money and they're bitching about on the internet, good luck trying to get people to buy into your shit down the line, right? Because it's not like stocks where it's like you can invest in the stock, and if the stock bottoms out, you still have your bottomed out stock. What happened here is you don't get your coins back. Even if they go down to a penny, you should still want to be able to get your coins back. If you can't get your coin back, that to me is robbery. We see it happening with banks. When people make a run on the banks, the bank's like, you can't get your money. Everyone loses. Like, what do you mean I can't get my money? It ruins. That's why the government had to come in and be like, we're going to protect you to this much money. So you don't have to worry about not getting your money back. Okay. And the second thing is if they bail out Celsius, they still have a brand there and a infrastructure that Celsius put together that they don't have to build out of nowhere. They can be like, okay, we've taken this over. We've cleaned it up. Here is what we put in place is mechanism to make sure what happened before doesn't happen again. That's my only thing. And if you're a gazillionaire, $2 billion isn't that much. I mean, we're looking at, you know, what's his face? Elon Musk having to lose $1 billion on his Twitter deal if he pulls out. Not a lot of money to him. It's a lot of money to us, a lot of money to them. Now, am I maybe trying to convince myself this might happen? For sure. Okay. But these are scenarios that might play out.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's kind of what Ethereum's trying to do though with Ethereum 2.0, like with proof of stake, just trying to make it safer, make gas fees lower. Like honestly, in my opinion, it's just to make it more appealing for people to come in and the ease to buy and save and hold and all that shit.
But for a company to go in and buy them out, they have to have something, some sort of future assets where a company would say, you know what, let's buy these guys out, and in 5 years, we'll turn this into a Coinbase. We'll be their competitor. And I just can't see that because truthfully, I think Coinbase is kind of a piece of shit. I mean, I don't see, they make their money on transactions and they've gotten crushed the last couple of years. So I don't know.
Right. Because everybody's going, what do you mean I can't get my coins back? And everyone wants to run away from that. Yeah. And the people who, I mean, Johnny, you sent me guy had $20 million in coins. He can't get it out right now. You can't have that if you're trying to build a basically an ecosystem. Now, the other thing is, and this is in my humble opinion, the biggest problem that crypto has had is the adaptation of most businesses to crypto. Like, if I can't take my Coinbase out app and buy a Starbucks coffee, that is hurting the product because that's ultimately what needs to happen with this. And I know, and like, we're not getting into, cryptos are going to be able to shut your thing down. You're not going to get your money. That's a totally different discussion, which is a real issue. But what we're talking is the adaptation of crypto into modern day living, because everyone keeps selling their crypto for fiat money, which is worse than crypto. Because they just, if I see 80 grand in my bank account, I'm like, I got 80 grand. Well, that doesn't buy you 80 grand worth of 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That's a less number. You just don't see it. So people will stop selling their crypto if they can go buy stuff with their crypto, if it's more, has been adapted more.
Yeah. Even the debit cards convert your crypto to fiat. You know, like the Coinbase debit card and the crypto.com debit card, they convert your coin, whatever coin, probably USD stable coin, because that's the best deal on Coinbase, and they convert that to actual fiat currency. So you're right, Sam. Yeah, even the best alternative, which is those debit cards, does exactly that.
Yeah, they got to be working to get these companies, and then we get into the conspiracy theorists and the one world token and all that stuff, which is a real issue. But if you're investing in these things, you know, it's like, and you know, I have a friend of mine who's working on NFTs, and I'm like, where does that go? Where does that NFT go? It made sense when you're like, oh, it's going to be in dreamland, you know, in whatever land, decentralized land, right? Okay, that's great, but that hasn't adapted quick enough. Now,
you know where it goes, Sam? It goes the same place where the fucking water in Phoenix goes. That's where it goes.
Okay.
Let's wrap up the first part of the show with picks now,
find it.
And then we'll get to the Patreon. What do you guys got for picks, Sam? What do you got?
Oh, don't we do picks in the Patreon?
No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna do them in the first part. Is what we decided.
Man, I'm going with Shibu Inu, bro. We're on a run, dude. Get into the mix, bro. Join the Express, the Billionaire Boy Club. Get in.
Chip, Howie, what do you got?
That was really uncomfortable. Let me get a hold of myself
It
here.
really was.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Did you just clean up, spooging over all the mad cash? Shibu Inu.
Ugh.
It just sounds bad. I like to call it SHIB. SHIB is real.
Simple.
All right, guys. A few days ago, we bought these Verizon calls. It was like $43.50, $43.75. It's up to $45.80. We sold these calls for like between 30 and 50%. I still love it. I love these. I love the price of Verizon. Just buy the stock, toss it in your IRA. This thing bottomed out a few days ago at 43.75. Look, man, I don't love it, but I do love the chart on it. It's trading at a 10-year low. Verizon's at a 10-year low.
Wow.
Buy it, sit back, leave it alone like we did at Ford when Ford was at 10.75. I think it's up to almost 16, or it is at 16. So yeah, Verizon, VZ.
Right on. Evan, you got a crypto pick. I'm in cash, by the way. That's my pick. Evan, you got a crypto pick?
I'm actually going to go with Bitcoin, the old faithful, because a lot of people think that capitulation has finished. We're not going to go down much more anymore, if at all. They believe we're in the accumulation phase, and I believe it. Honestly, my personal thoughts on Bitcoin is that we're going to be accumulating for a couple months, but a lot of people are going to get that hopium again, expect to get back to 70K, 100K, a lot of delusional people, and then we're going to go right back down. But I say Bitcoin for now. I'm not going to go Ethereum, especially because buy the rumor, sell the news. Everybody already knows about 2.0 coming. You're going to lose money if you buy a coin that's up 50% in the last month.
Huge.
Can I be serious about my pick? I do like Shibu Inu because it is on a run, but I'm going with gold again. Gold, silver, precious metals. Can never get enough of that, especially if the zombie apocalypse is coming. Get ready to rock.
Gold's
All
good.
right.
It hasn't moved in like 60 years, so
That's fine.
All right. If you want to get the rest of the show,
I'm trying to bribe Border Patrol agents, okay, when I got to get out of this fucking zombie apocalypse we call America.
You're escaping to Mexico?
USA.
What's happening to Sam there?
Nothing.
You're escaping to Mexico in this scenario? Is that what you're doing?
USA.
Why are you doing USA? That doesn't make any sense. All right. So if you want to catch the rest of this, head over to patreon.com/Cash Daddies, and the rest of the show will be there.